Hello and welcome back dear students in the lecture of communication skills. In that we are discussing our second unit, the elements of communication. We have started this in last lecture. Till now we have seen that it is the introduction. Okay, communications can be done verbally, by written way, or by also performing the movements of our body parts, and these all are important, and these are said to be the elements of communication. Okay, and the major part of the message generally when we are sending to any person, okay, it is made up of the non-verbal communication or non-verbal information, which includes our body language, our tone of speaking. Okay, and all these body movements are responsible for giving a strength to our message. Okay, and giving a specific frame to our message. The elements which are important one, like in the face-to-face communication, the tone of voice, the body language, the verbal communication, and the physical communication. Okay, that we have started. Face-to-face communication, which is what is it? When two persons are communicating with one another, who are in front of one another definitely, and it is similar to the oral communication, but what we can say is all oral communications are not face-to-face communication, while all face-to-face communications are oral one, with certain exceptions. We have seen the all advantages. There are actually many advantages, because when you are advantage of this face-to-face communication, it becomes easy to have a proper understanding of the message when you are communicating what you have communicated with one another. Okay, it is best for the discussion purpose. You can do the exchange of all the things, emotions, ideas, thoughts, whatever are there, in a proper way, and you can observe the reactions, the responses, okay, of one another during the face-to-face communication. Then further, some other advantages also we have discussed. It becomes easy to have a proper construction of the image, and respect, okay, of one another. It is, you can have a proper relationship build up. Okay, trust will be developed with one another if you are doing the direct face to face communication. Then there is always a clarity of message included when again using this face to face communication. Okay, so discussion of all those we have completed. Even in the last slide we have discussed the disadvantages of the face to face communication. Okay, it becomes pretty difficult or hard if there are number of people in any specific organization, particularly the bigger one where numbers are more. Becomes hard for the manager or whoever person who want to communicate with all the individuals present in the such big organization. Further, it is ineffective in the large gathering. Okay, if number of people, and those who are not interested in listening, okay, generally is not good face to face communication. Now next element, can say the part itself of the face to face communication, is the tone of voice. Tone, how you are speaking, what quality is there, the pitch of your voice pitch मतलब ना the nature or attitude, the character you are showing in the during speaking. Okay, it is said to be the tone of voice, and it is said that whatever tone we are speaking, okay, during our communication is responsible for about 40 to 45% of the message we are sending. See, it is very important. If you are wanting something to do in faster way, okay, from others, at that time you have to speak bit loudly, or sometimes you need to speak uh, with politeness. Okay, it depends upon the condition and the persons who are involved in the communication. But what I want to say, the tone what we are using in our communication is having a huge, see, around 40 to 45% of impact for it. Okay, tone involves what? The volume of our voice, the level and type of emotions. Okay, emotions, because we know again the same words, what if spoken in different with the different emotions may have different impacts. So which is said to be the tone, and it is also important when the emphasis that we place on the words that we we choose for speaking. Okay, that is also different one, because always we are not using the same tone for speaking any sort of words. Okay, the meaning of message, whatever you are speaking, okay, or might be the sentence, it changes every time. And even if the words you are speaking are same, if you are changing the tone of your message, okay, you can give example, you can understand. I am not reminding that, I think the movie is there, PK in movie PK, Amir Khan's dialogue was there. Okay, acha acha, if you remind, I'm not uh, able to tell everything. So the word is same. Okay, acha हमें सिखा रही हो, likewise अच्छा है, the words are same, but the meanings are changing. Okay, and similarly in English also there are many words in this language, but how you are speaking, and importantly what it is called as the tone, are important to give a proper understanding of your emotions behind the things you are speaking. The stress we generally place, okay, on the words that draw the listener's attention, indicating that the word is important one है ना, अपन बोलता ना सर, हाँ, okay, listen here, likewise means what, the stress. Okay, एखाद्या शब्दावर जोर देणं, stress. Okay, we generally used to to uh, give the indication or signal to the listeners that whatever next we are speaking or currently we are speaking is important one. Okay, and so to get the people to listen and believe you. Okay, because depends upon how you are saying those words. Simple comments or questions, if said in a wrong way, can cause sometime an offense, and it there are chances the communication what is going on, okay, it may be close off. जे तुम्ही जे बोलताय ते डायरेक्ट बंद होऊन जाईल. कम्युनिकेशन मे बी डायरेक्टली स्टॉप इफ यू आर नॉट स्पीकिंग इन अ प्रॉपर tone, the proper person. Even you are asking some simple questions or regular questions or some simple comments you are doing, but the tone should be proper. A tone of voice is generally having a great impact on the listener, and it depends upon the tone that the listener take, particularly it is as a positive one or as a negative one. So it is sure that how you are speaking, it the emotions behind them, okay, definitely will be responsible for that positive or negative approach of the listeners towards your words. So our tone should be polite, definitely, okay, uh, at maximum time, meaningful and friendly. These things generally, uh, if used most often, the listener will be impressed by your way of communication. And if we are in a tense discussion, the tension can spread to who the persons we are surrounded by, okay, so they will also be under tension if we are showing our problems, the tension in our tone of voice, okay. So what we can say, in short, the tone of voice is contagious. Contagious means if you speak in the tone with other person will be having the same tone. Simple. तुम्ही जर एखाद्याशी जोरात बोलणार, रागात बोलणार, तो पण तसाच जोरात रागात बोलणार. एखाद्याशी प्रेमात हळूवारली म्हणजे पोलाइटली बोलणार, समोरचा पण तसाच प्रेमात बोलणार. सिम्पली व्हॉट इट इज कॉल्ड एज कंटॅजियस. द टोन ऑफ व्हॉइस इज अ contagious thing, and we should use our tone in a proper way, okay. But you can vary depending upon the conditions which are there. Next, very important one is the body language, which is also called as the non-verbal communication, okay. It is said that out of whatever the message we speak, okay, if it is taking 100% of the message, 50% of the message is generally having the use of around whatever body language we use, okay, half of it is depending upon our non-verbal communication. So it means we communicate through our body language up to 50%. Body language generally includes all the things we are doing with our body, only except what we are speaking. So the movement of our body parts, everything is called as the body language. Definitely in detail we'll be discussing now. It is not what we say, but how we say is generally important one, okay. Actually what we say is also important, but the way or the behavior during our communication is having a huge impact on our message what we are sending. Generally our body language is having the inclusion of number of things, okay. So we can categorize the non-verbal communications, the body language. You see, there are many. First of all, the body movements, okay, the way of walking. Only if we say, even if you are standing, how you are standing, how you are sitting, okay, these are called as postures. It shows how whether you are confident or not during your walk, okay, or if you are sitting, the way of sitting is important one in practicals. Many times I have given the good examples for it, okay. Then the gestures means the movement of high important body extremities like hands, legs, arms and feet, okay. They are called as gestures, and again they are very much important. They should be used in a proper way to make a proper more influence on the listener, okay, with whom you are doing the face-to-face communication. Only in such conditions it is important one and possible, okay. See, you can find some facial expression. There are actually many now. Those emojis are available, okay. I will just have a zooming. See the facial expressions. The person, means this emoji is generally shown to be the scared one, okay. Here, next one, second one is it is a sadness is there something. Okay, he is having wishing some luck, I don't know, or happy. Okay, is seems to be satisfied one, okay, or might be other meanings. So what I want to say is there are many possible facial expressions you can give, and definitely the eye contact, okay, the way you are looking to some person, they are during your communication having a good impact on your message. You can understand this further, okay, detail next. First, before that, there are certain other things which are included in the so called as the body language, like the touch, okay, how you are touching the other person, the body parts, particularly during communication when the hands were shaken, okay. If you're patting on the back, okay, patting म्हणजे शाबासकी असं हाताने सांगता मागे पाठ थोपाटणे, okay, the way, okay, how you are doing it, okay. So they are said to be the good one for uh, communication, the body language which are there. Non-verbal communication, the time you are spending with that person, okay, uh, it is said to be the body language. Then your personal appearance, what wearings you are having, okay, the clothes, your hairstyles, if your jewelry is there which is wore by you, so which type of it is. So these many things are there which makes good sense or influence on the other persons. Then the para language, okay, here things are the some characteristics which are included in it. Para language means first is vocal characteristics, the pitch, okay, again which means the tone, how you are speaking, okay. Then the volume, the rate, yeah, rate means the speed you are using to speak with some person. The quality of your vocal characteristics, whether they are clearly heard by the other persons or not. And some problems if there with any persons, like vocal interferences. See, I mentioned uh, means you are thinking, like when while speaking, they may have certain influences, and they are said to be the body language, okay, part of body language. So further, we can have a good diagrammatic representation for understanding the body language. This is non-verbal communication. See, we'll start from here. The postures, okay, postures, whether the way of standing, sitting, whatever it may be. See here, it is a slouching example is given. Okay, then appearance, the tidiness, okay, untidiness, the clean clothes, hair combs, combing of hair is done or not, okay, wearing tie, shoes, whatever it may be, those are appearance. Then movements of your head, it is for example nodding, okay, yes, no. If you are saying that, it is simple the indication that you are listening the other person in proper way, okay. Head movements, hand movements, okay, that is waving, for example, okay, if you are waving means you are saying hi, hello. You can ask somebody to come here or there. So when possible hand movements are there. Then eye movements, see, only simple eye movement, very good example, winking म्हणजे डोळा मारणे. तर कोणत्या प्रकारे कुठे कुठे डोळा मारतात, पण कोणाला मारतात ते महत्त्वाचं असतं, बरोबर. आता कधी कधी खोटं बोलताना एखाद्याची मजाक घेताना डोळा मारतात, आणि दुसरं तर माहितीच आहे तुम्हाला कधी कोणाला डोळा मारतात. So these are the body languages which are there, okay, eye movements. Then facial expressions, there are many actually examples, okay, few we have seen in the earlier slide. Then the body contact, okay, touch, just there shaking hands with any person. Closeliness, that is how space you are taking with that person. To talk during your talk, okay, in next slide we'll discuss this in a proper way. The sound, how you are laughing or speaking, or smiles which are there, particularly the volume of your uh, laughing, okay, is said to be the good body language if you're properly done with a proper person in a according conditions which are there. Then the ways of talking with persons, ways, important one, the way whether you are taking proper pauses during your communication or in your during your conversation, okay, whether you are giving some stress on important words which are spoken during it. So all these matters, okay, and they must be utilized as a making proper impression and understanding of the your message is there. See, just I told the space how can use your closeness. See, this is a good diagrammatic representation I have found on the internet. See, there are circles made, okay. See, first circle is there at the where the person wearing some blue shirt, okay, blue or green shirt shade is there. That person is having standing in a circle. That red circle is there, okay. If any person is near to that, it is called as, near means exactly in the same circle, it is the intimate space, means very near to one another. Then second, the uh, yellow circle can say, okay, is this second person who is standing over there, okay, the personal space is there if that sort of distance is there. Then if such a distance is there, which is called as the social space, while if distance is bit longer, okay, between two persons, it is a public space. That is, these circles which are mentioned over here, okay, you can easily understand what is the intimate space, with whom you need to go that much near, okay, personal space and social or public space. So these all have to be taken into consideration, okay. These are a good um, so called as non-verbal things, okay. A body movements are the body language which are used, so to get the people to listen and but properly actually believe to you, means तुमच्यावर विश्वास विश्वास म्हणजे तुम्ही जे बोलताय ते त्यांनी ऐकायला पाहिजे, okay. If you want to do these all things, what you have to do is you need to look satisfying or convincing. The other word can be used is persuasive, okay. तुम्ही स्वतः जसं व्यवस्थित कन्व्हिन्स पाहिजे during your talk. If you are satisfying and proper body language is positive one, okay, obviously the other person will listen to you and believe in your words. It is how you look when you are saying them counts the most, isn't it? Your body language, how your appearance is there, everything actually, okay, it counts. uh, it is having more influence. If you are smiling, you are more approachable, isn't it? Again, during your communication, if you are smiling, okay, it is said that the other person will be listening to you in a more way, a proper way, or with proper attention, or they may have good impact in their mind about your behavior. So smiles generally helps to make the people more receptive to your message. Receptive means they will accept or understand, okay. They will be trying to listen your message if you are smiling, okay, during your communication. Next thing is the eye contact, okay, that we have discussed already. Eye contact is an important part of the body language, okay. If we want the other persons, the people to talk to you, okay, we just need the right and good amount of eye contact should be made with those persons. As someone is approaching, make a eye contact and smile, isn't it? What we have to do, somebody is coming to you, approaching means एखाद्या तुमच्याकडे येतोय, तर आय कॉन्टॅक्ट ठेवायचं आहे आणि स्माइल करायचं आहे. सो व्हॉट इट विल शोज, okay, your body language is positive and they will be making you, means the communication will be more effective and, okay. Further, if you want to make more effective communication, you need to look open. Open means you are welcoming. Your body language should be welcoming. Means in practicals, I have told, uncross your arms. Okay, arms should not be crossed. Come out from behind of your mates and face the people. आपण लपून राहतो. You have to come to the first row, first benches. Teachers used to say, come on the first side. It becomes positive attitude of your listening, okay, first, which is there called as a body language, that you are eager to listen to a person, and that time you can move to your first chairs, otherwise you will be sitting on last chairs. For effective communication, you need to look open. Okay, just I told, keep your hands in a full view. Okay, further keep the hands gestures out of their personal space as well as out of their face. So when we use our hands properly, okay, with a proper exposure to the person with whom you are speaking, it becomes more impactful. Along with that, some additional things we can discuss in here is the speed of our body movement must be properly controlled. Okay, speed. Okay, another important thing, because how you are shaking means whether you are steadily standing, okay, if sitting, whether you are moving your hand, leg, something, okay, it should not be there. If it is there, but it should not be in that much speed, so they must be in a proper controlled way. For example, if you are rushing eagerly towards someone for doing handshaking, okay, होतं ना, एखाद्याकडे तुम्हाला भेटायचं आहे, एखाद्याला तुम्हाला हँड शेक करायचे, त्याच्याशी हात मिळवायचे, पण तुम्ही असे एकदम जोरात गेले, विच इज कॉल्ड एज रशिंग इगरली, काय होईल, तो समोरचा घाबरून जाईल. ओके, यू कॅन फ्रायटन देम. सो it is a body movement, so the speed should not be that much. Always walk over in a friendly manner, that confidence will be shown there. If you are too slow, it is also a problem. Okay, it means that you are lacking in confidence and are uh, reluctance, that is you are hesitating to engage with that person or to talk with that person. Hence it should not be that much fast and that should not be that much slower. The body language is useful tool that generally we learn to use it. Another examples we can take over here, if we want to convey our support to other person, okay, simply what we do, we copy that person's body language. है ना, आपल्याला सपोर्ट दाखवायचा म्हणजे आपण जो समोरचा जसं करतो आपल्याला तसं करायला पाहिजे. म्हणजे हो आम्हाला म्हणजे फॉलो करतोय, फॉलोअर्स, what are called as followers, generally doing the same things of the persons to whom they follow. Okay, so it conveys the support. Okay, and it can be done by your body language. We can use a person's body language to realize that his message sometimes is incomplete and there is more to say, or there are questions to be answered. Okay, so these can also be possible. Generally body language should not be confused with the so called as sign language. Okay, have you heard about it, sign language? For the persons who are not able to hear, okay, जे ज्या लोकांना ऐकू येत नाही, है ना, फॉर देम सम लँग्वेज इज देअर, साइन लँग्वेज म्हणतात त्याला. असं हात बोट, दूरदर्शन जर बघत असणार तुम्ही तर त्याचे न्यूज येतात. ओके, some sign language were used. Just by observing those signs, the other persons understand what is the meaning of that language. So in that case, they are, it is actually a full language, okay, like a spoken language, and have their own complex grammar system. So here it is different one. Body language, the movement of hands during your speaking is different than the sign language which are there. The use of body language can be seen in different fields. Okay, it can be helpful in instructional teaching. Okay, instructional teaching means where you can give certain instructions to the persons about what you want to say to those persons. Okay, instructional teaching, instructions. You can understand from this word instruction, कोणाला काहीतरी तुम्हाला सूचना द्यायच्या आहे. Okay, further, in teaching, if you want to enhance your teaching skill, you can use the body language. Further, you can use your body language to guide some person, guiding. Okay, to give hint, guiding. For example, very easy examples I can say, come here, go there. Okay, there is a certain thing, if it is kept by showing only your hands, okay, you can guide that person. Some hints urge the students towards right answer. See, एखाद्या विद्यार्थ्यांना सांगायचं असतं हे करा फटाफट, बॉडी लँग्वेजवर डिपेंड करतं. Okay, further you can use it for helps the creating some environment that is able to give a more assistant or help in proper understanding of the things which are taught to the students. Then it is useful in the areas of law enforcement. Okay, law enforcement म्हणजे कायद्याच्या अंमलबजावणीसाठी बॉडी लँग्वेज यूज करतात. मी सांगितलं होतं एक्झाम्पल, policemen, okay, to catch the culprits, the suspects. Okay, generally they use their body language, they understand the body language of the criminals. Okay, the police investigators, CBI, CID, those whoever are there, they generally used to make a proper use of body language, okay, to find out the culprits. And there are similar many examples for which you can use your body language effectively to make a proper communication, okay, for making your communication effective. And okay, so about next remaining elements of communication, that is verbal communication and physical communication, we'll discuss in our next lecture. Thank you.